You know, every time I get a trailer sent to me that's a new zombie movie, I shake my head. Point in case, Driver. Terrible fucking movie. I mean, I could list probably 20 other movies I got this year, trailers for, movies to do reviews on that are zombie movies, and I didn't even bother with most of them. But I'll tell you, every once in a while, there is a diamond in the rough. Hey guys, welcome to Happywax TV. So yeah, I mean, zombie movies are not going anywhere anytime soon. No matter how shitty they are or how oversaturated the genre is with zombie films, they're gonna keep coming, you know what I mean? But every once in a while, there's a diamond in the rough, and this is the case for this movie. I got this trailer sent back to me. In fact, I think I did a trailer review for it. I didn't go back and check, but I'm pretty sure I did last year when I got it because it looked really cool. It's called Ever After. In German, it's called Endzeit. I think that's how, I'm not German, so pardon me if I mispronounced it. And I finally got a copy of this given to me yesterday, and I couldn't get my fat ass into my fucking theater fast enough to watch this thing because I have been waiting and waiting and waiting for it. And I'll tell you, I thought it was fucking fantastic. It's not the best zombie movie I've ever seen, but goddamn, it's a lot better than most. I'm going to butcher names here. Carolina Helsgaard, I think that's how she's the director. I mean, goddamn, she did a fantastic job. And the main two stars, I'm not even going to attempt their names because I'm just going to butcher them. But it's Vivi and Eva. Okay, those are the main two stars in this movie. And I mean, very simply, I'll read the synopsis. It has been 2 years since the zombie virus epidemic affected all but 2 German cities. Vivi and Eva flee the struggling community in Weilmar for the one other safe haven, Jena. Okay, so just like the synopsis says, we find out very early on that there's 2 cities left, okay? And there's people living in both, and they have kind of different ways of living. And these 2 live in Weimar right now. And Eva is kind of like the badass of this city. You know what I mean? Like, she's at the front lines, you know, kind of running the crews and fixing the fences. And if there's like a, you know, a horde that kind of comes in, she's there killing them and all this sort of stuff. And then Vivi, we find out that she's had like a traumatic experience. So she's kind of in the hospital to start in this city because she witnessed the death of her younger sister, and it's traumatized her and stuff. So she's dealing with that, but eventually she decides that she wants to go, you know, be a part of the community here and get on the front lines and all this sort of stuff. And the first day she's there, her and Eva meet up. They don't like each other. And then Vivi's friend, I forget what her name is, gets bitten by a zombie as they're repairing the fence. You know what I mean? And it's just throws her back into this traumatic state again. You know what I mean? This poor girl, like, it's really well acted. I mean, I haven't seen any of these faces in any other movies that I've seen. And it's refreshing too when you see new faces. That's very well acted. And I mean, it was killer. But it basically, Vivi wants to leave and go find her sister. You know what I mean? At least to see if she's still alive. She might be in this other city. She might be dead. She might be a zombie, but she left her. And we learn this through flashbacks in the first and second act. It's all through the movie as to how she left her and why and what happened and the guilt that she's dealing with. And she just knows it's not safe beyond the fences of the city, but she has to go out and find her sister, at least to find out if she's dead or alive or if she's in this other city, right? So there's this train that goes by the city. I think it's once or twice a day. I can't remember, but there's nobody running it. It's just an electric train, and it goes by. So that's what she wants to do. Is she gets to the train station so she can get on this train because it goes from one city to the next city, right? And that's what she does. She wants to get on this train and fucking go to the other city and see if her sister's there. So she gets on the train, and Eva is there. Okay, they kind of give a little background as to why Eva wanted to leave the city as well. She's kind of fed up with the way it's being run and stuff like that. So she wants to book it to this other city as well. I know I'm being long here in the first act, but that's basically what this movie revolves around, is these 2 kind of teaming up and going from one city to the other, and then all the stuff that kind of fucking happens in between. but it's got a kind of a cool fairy tale aspect to it, and you find yourself, or at least I did, you know, in the second act wondering, and I'm not trying to give spoilers, you know what I mean, but it's wondering like what's real and what's not real. Like have they both died? And it's like all these fairy tales, you know what I mean, or these people that they're seeing. I don't want, you know, I don't want to give spoilers and I don't want to explain it too much. Just you have to watch the movie to find out. But you know what I mean? It's these things that you see and it makes you question, like, did these guys die early on, or is this stuff actually happening? Because they do give a reference to saying that everything on the earth eventually goes back to the earth, which is what they're seeing in these people that they come across. Okay, so I don't know, but I liked it. I thought it was good. I mean, it didn't have a ton of zombies in it. Again, this is a lower budgeted movie, but when there were zombies in it, they looked great. And I mean, they're fast running zombies, and we all know I fucking hate that, but whatever, I accepted it in this movie, and it made for some pretty tense scenes, and the story was pretty cool, and just the shit that this Vivi girl has to go through to see if her sister's alive. There's a scene in the trailer too, and this is what kind of caught my eye originally when I had the trailer. There's a scene when they're on this dam, okay, and they're going from one side to the other, and they're sitting there talking and they're walking across, and then all of a sudden there's like a horde, like I mean 1,000 fucking running zombies booking it on the other side of this dam, running towards them as they're walking, and they see them at the last minute. And I'll tell you, that scene there, I know they were trying to sell the movie and they put that part in the trailer just to kind of entice you, because it did to me, that's for sure. That's why I wanted to see it, so I guess it worked. But it would have been really cool if they could find a way to have left that out, because that's a pretty intense fucking scene. And it was awesome. It would have been nice to not have it in the trailer and then just witness it for the first time in the movie. But because you've already kind of seen it, you know what's going on. But killer scene, man. It's an overhead shot. It's pretty cool. So especially for a lower budgeted movie. So anyways, I'm going to stop there. I am highly recommending this movie. So it's called Ever After in English, or Endzeit in German. So if you've seen this movie, please let me know what you thought of it. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, go rent it, and then come back and let me know what you thought. To give it a rating, I would probably give this movie a 7, a good strong 7. I thought it was great. Again, whenever I get horror movies and trailers sent to me, my first reaction is to roll my eyes. You know what I mean? And it's like, more times than not, they're just fucking terrible movies that shouldn't be made. But I'll tell you, man, I really did like this movie, and it is well worth your time. It's only an hour and a half long too. Which is great, because there's a lot of dialogue in this movie. Well, actually, there's scenes that have a lot of dialogue, and then there's scenes where there's no talking at all for the longest time, right? Because they're just traveling from spot to spot, right? So, but it's done and the pacing is bang on the money. So a 90-minute movie here is perfect for this flick, and it was edited great, so it just kept the pace going. So anyways, Ever After, Endzeit. Let me know what you think of it if you've seen it. Again, if you haven't, go watch it, rent it, come back and let me know, guys. And as always, stay scared.